Bourbon Barkeep. If you're new here, my name's Curtis, and this is a house call Wednesday. Whether you watch it on Wednesday or not, I don't know, but I'm happy you do. Happy you're here, and I wish I could see your smiling face. To the people that are not smiling, well, we'll see. We'll see if we can change that. It's whiskey, you know? You see the thumbnail, you know what I'm about ready to experience. I don't know what I'm about ready to experience, but if you want to sip along, it's not going to be a sing-along, but sip-along could be fun. For you, I'll be here still sipping alone. Like, subscribe. We did get someone to sign up on Patreon, so pretty stoked for that. For the person that did sign up, this will not be your shout out. We're gonna do something a little better. I would like to do it with Noah as well, but we have a couple episodes already in the bank. It may be a week or two, but we have not forgotten about you. You are a very special person in our lives, and boy, is it welcome. And hopefully Noah makes you some money. So you do get those real-time bets, so that'll be pretty sick for you if you live in a state you can bet. If you live in Missouri, well, let's go vote, you know? Yeah, that's on the ballot. This is so siloed, I apologize. Let's get back nationally to some of this whiskey. Glass A on the nose. Boy, like that. A lot of peach, some cinnamon, vanilla. Yeah, this is gonna be a good one. Diving in a touch deeper, the ethanol kind of tingles the nose, but also it's underneath there, bubblegum. And that's one of those tasty notes to where, do I want it in every one of my whiskeys? No. When we do this blind and bubblegum, the pink stuff pops out, that big league chew, you just have the spaghetti gum. It's pretty exciting on my side. Very sweet, some caramel in there, like a vanilla custard. That bubblegum, since I like it, is very prominent. I'd be curious if it was as prominent for you, or if you even like it. But hopefully I like this whiskey on my palate. Here we go. That's smooth. That's smooth. It coats the palate very well. Oily is where I'd go there. Oh, that's nice. A lot more of the brown sugar and caramel starting to come out. A nice oak presence, but not like the wet oak, just like a nice fresh oak. Hug is pretty decent. It's definitely in the triple digits of proof. When I say definitely, 98% sure. Nice leather starting to kind of come out here, so the complexity is kind of kicked up a little bit to where, do I want sweet on sweet on sweet? No, not really. Do I need an earthy bugger? No. Let's just have those two partners come together in holy matrimony in our mouths. I enjoy it. Sip one can be a liar, as we found out in the past. So, sip two on the palate again. That's really good. It's really smooth. It's highly approachable to where I would not call this a beginner bourbon, but if that beginner was like, hey, I'm ready to put some pull-ups on instead of these diapers, this would be that pour right now. That peach on the nose kind of morphs into more of a raspberry or blackberry. So start to get a little darker in that spectrum of fruit. I really like it. Nice oak presence throughout, but like I said, there's this nice like leather and tobacco that start to kind of come out, and I'm here for it. I like that pour a lot. Do I have guesses? No, actually. Yeah, still no. But glass B, that does kind of take the point of the blind out when you start trying to guess the bottles. Will I one day? I don't know, maybe. But at least this house call Wednesday, we're just here for experience, and we're gonna score them. Now, glass B on the nose. There's absolutely zero fruit on this one. Still get your vanilla and caramel. Doesn't seem like there's gonna be a ton of layers on the nose on this one. and that's still okay. Like a nice peanut butter coming out, maybe in like the Reese's peanut butter. This one has a nice oak presence too. I would say the oak is a touch more ramped up on the nose, but this is also going much darker, much more savory on the nose. So nose-wise, you're either going fruit and sweet or savory and oaky, and I like both, and now I'm a little nervous to score these. As I've spent a little time, I do cut away so you don't have to see me schnoz this glass the entire time. As you start to kind of spend time with it, maybe it starts to heat up in my hand a bit more. Things start to come out in a good way. They do still stay dark. The baking spice starts to kind of come out, this really nice kind of a nutmeg. What else is in baking spice? Maybe it's just nutmeg this time. We're just gonna go nutmeg. I don't think we need the whole medley. Cinnamon shouldn't get credit if it's not on the nose. And there's a little more barrel char starting to come out, a little smokiness to it. Not Scotch level by any means, but yeah, I think this is gonna be older than Glass A just based off of the nose. Now, we do need to taste it, so let's do that. That hit the back of my palate weird. It was definitely self-inflicted, and it took a little bit to hold it together. But once I got through not spitting it out all over the camera, I enjoy this one quite a bit. This one is caramel, but like a maxed out. Is there like a more rich caramel? If there is, and you're a baker, if you can just let me know in the comments below, that'd be awesome. A little more brown sugar to it, which maybe that's what's ramping up the caramel now that I say that out loud. You have the two sweet things. Maybe that's it. The peanut is still there, that peanut butter. It's not overly salty. I mean, this goes kind of candy bar, but I don't get a lot of chocolate, so maybe not a candy bar, but there's some type of dessert happening in my mouth that I really enjoy. Yeah, caramel, brown sugar, peanut, and vanilla. Pretty standard notes, but guess what? I like it. I want to be friends with it. And I'm going to revisit it. That's great. I like it. These are going to be obviously an A or B, but we'll kind of dive into what we're kind of looking at post-transition here. If we're going to stick on glass B, because that's what I'm tasting now. Those standard notes are still going to be there. This like really rich vanilla and caramel and brown sugar on the finish. It does lack in the chest. It is drying on the palate, but a little more tobacco starting to come out and oak, a little more barrel char. This one is much oakier than Glass A. If you're going with more of a fruit forward whiskey, it's definitely going to be Glass A for you, regardless of what I score. If you're going to go a little nuttier, a little more savory, maybe it's Glass B. Glass B, the complexity is a little lower, more of a sip and forget, but a highly pleasurable sip and forget as well. So where do we go from here? We're going to score. Well, I'm going to revisit. We'll fast forward through that. We'll score. We do a little bang for the buck. I'll tease that. And then you all will like and subscribe, and then we'll wrap up. Simple as that. No charge. Don't worry about it. With the revisit complete, I was sitting here and I was like, hey, these are really good. What have I said? What do I need to revisit on? And then I was like, you know what I didn't visit on? For the new people here, what the hell House Call Wednesday even is. So hopefully if you put two and two together, it's a blind tasting. But we do kind of a randomizer thing here to where I don't know what's in here, hence the blind piece. So hopefully that speeds you up. But I apologize to the new people because you count so much. So now that we got that stub of the toe out of the way, like and subscribe. We've mentioned that since we're professionals around here. Glass A, there wasn't a ton more that came out. I would still kind of stick with, I think that this would be something that for the people that have enjoyed just your standard Buffalo Trace, your Weller Special Reserve, and now I'm ready for something with a little more meat on the bones, a little more complexity, but staying on the sweet scale, this is a fantastic bottle to do. Not that Glass B is not for those people, but the newer people, I feel like they gravitate a little towards the sweeter, to where Glass B stays on that darker range, that little heavier oak, a little higher aged is my guess, and a little more savory. Nothing wrong with that side. I really enjoy that side. Let's see how much I enjoy that side by scoring. So we do two things here at Bourbon Barkeep. We do the senses, to where what's in the glass, what's the experience like, and then we do a bang for the buck. So I'll find out later in the episode, since you're new here and I'm still speaking to you, how much is it? I'll find that piece out without revealing the bottle, and then we score a bang for the buck. Did I get my money's worth? Did I get my $60 worth? Would I go to 80, or would I just stick with not spending the $60? So quite the wild ride we'll be on. I'm shocked that came out without stumbling over myself, so credit to me. Glass A, Senses. Loved it, very much here for it. Oh, is it great? Yeah, it's clinging on to that great category by a thread, so I'm gonna go just a nice 80. Closer to the good stuff, but I really like it, and I hope it's findable, because that's something that I would like on my shelf. I enjoy it. It would be an easy share, assuming the price is right. Glass B, on the other hand. I think my problem with Glass B is it's a little more unmemorable, to where it tastes like a handful of things, but I really enjoy those handful of things. So I'm still gonna put it in the good stuff, and it's kind of close to great, because I like what's in that glass. We'll go with a cool 77. Lucky Sevens. This is not distilled by Lucky 7. I do know that. Where are we going now? Bang for the buck. That's where we're going. This is where I reveal to myself with the laptop in my lap what the prices actually are. So hang with me. Battle 134. Glass A. In vial 7, if you care. $70. Okay. Glass B in vial 49, if you care. $40. Wow, that's really good for 40. I mean, in today's whiskey market, $40 is pretty cheap, sadly. I feel like it used to be 30, not the bottle, the really good cheap one. $40, I mean, that's really great. 70, I get my money's worth. What would I pay? Would I go above 70? 75? Is it 80? That's tough. I know you're splitting hairs, but ultimately you need that line. You need to sit there and say, is it only $5 or is it only $10 more? Sure. But ultimately, I mean, stick to your guns sometimes too. Just, can we stop with the inflation type of thing? That being said, yes, I'd go up to 75, so I definitely got my money's worth. 64. Bang for the buck score, 64. Is it because it rhymes? Helps, but yeah. Doesn't punch too far above it, but at $70, which is not a small chunk of change, especially for a lot of people, I'm happy with it. I haven't said that every time. Glass B, we said was what, 40? Ooh. Yeah, I'd pay that. Pay that. Would I go up to 70? Absolutely not. If they ask for 50, I'm not excited, depending on what the bottle is. But, I mean, I don't know ages, I don't know proofs. It's kind of the point of this whole thing. You take those labels out. What's in the glass? $40, definitely. I'm going above it a little bit, 70. Yeah, 70. So we said glass A, 1 on senses. Now we do a little algorithm thing. Things are weighted. If I plug these guys in, narrowest of margins, glass B. Beats it out, 74.2 to 73.6. That is an absolute slugfest. We're going to the judges. at this point. Well, the judges scored it. Yeah, so there's that. All right, now the reveal to myself. You all have been sipping along, knowing this whole time. Glass A is, New Riff 8-year against Knob Creek 9-year. I do remember matching these up. I don't know when, not recently. And I was super excited and hoping this battle showed up because I feel like Knob Creek 9 for $40, a 9-year-old bourbon, now that we know, for $40 is absurd. I did call higher aged. That's why you're here. Glass A, I think I said a little younger. Does drink a little younger, but the complexity, I love it. I love that complexity of what New Riff 8 is doing. I love what New Riff is doing. For $70, it is an 8-year bourbon. They can easily justify $80 if they wanted to. Would I go up there? If I didn't own a bottle, maybe. Damn it, did I mess up? Bang for the buck? It's where age matters when it comes to price. Like, I understand like what's in the glass matters, but I mean, it's a long time to be sitting there waiting, especially if you're a smaller distiller like New Riff. And shout out to New Riff for doing their thing. I apologize for you losing. Hopefully the competitor in you makes you rise above and take down that budget bomb great glass of Knob Creek 9. Now, is there a better buy, bang for your buck wise, than Knob Creek 9? I mean, you're talking age, the proof is enough. Is there a better one? You tell me in the comments. And then before you do that, you're liking and subscribing, because that's what you said you do. I know you said it. I saw you say it. Wrapping up. No, that's about it. Cheers.